Hello, my name is Trip Gormley. I'm the founder of Xaris Technology, and I'm here to give you a tour of XSE. That's our Xaris Sales Enablement platform. If you got your username and login credentials handy from the welcome email, let's go ahead and log in. We're going to go to our URL. We're just going to type in app.xaris.io. You can see it in there, and we're just going to log in now. If your credentials are saved, you're just going to pop right in like I did. And I'm going to go over here to one of our demo accounts. Okay. And I'm going to go to demo. All right. And we're going to start at the beginning. I'm going to give you a complete guided tour so you can hit the ground running. I'm going to show you exactly where to click. So let's get started. You're inside your dashboard. Here you go. This is your dashboard. Now, if you have connected different things inside your funnels, if you've connected automations, as you do different things, you can track all your activity right here. If you've got multiple users, you can track their activity as well. There's other detailed videos just about the dashboard. You can get into a lot of details. The next thing we want to show you is on the left-hand sidebar. This is where you're going to find all your tools, right? So all the big tools that you're going to use. Let me expand this so it looks a little easier for you to see. And then let me get my head out of the way. All right. So I'm going to move that a few times. But over here on the left, okay, you're going to see all these different places you can go. At the very top, you'll see your company name. All right. You've got a search bar and you've got Ask AI. That was the place we just were, right? To get the toolbar back on the left, you'll click on this little double caret and you go to Ask AI. We have Launchpad, which is going to give you a bunch of things you want to do. Just follow through this little chart to get yourself up and going, right? You got your foundational setup, marketing and lead generation, sales and conversations, website and monetization, e-commerce. Now, at any time you get caught, you don't know what to do, you come over here in the bottom right, you see this little line head. That's our Xaris line. And you click here, welcome to the Xaris Sales Enablement AI Support Widget. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later, but don't worry. We're going to keep going through the tour and then we'll get to that probably towards the end. All right. So now you're on the XSE dashboard. You've gone through the left. You've gone through all these different things, contacts, opportunities, payments, AI agents, marketing, automation, sites, memberships, media storage, reputation, reporting, app marketplace, and mobile app. Now, you may see something different depending on what services you've purchased. Okay. So this is a general tour with a lot of different areas, and I will get into specifics in other videos. You can go to our YouTube channel, or you can also get access to documents and videos inside of the XSE Xaris Sales Enablement AI Support Widget. You can also talk to AI in there, and you can also go to the knowledge base. So let's keep going. In here, we're going to look at conversations. Okay. What's a conversation? Well, conversation could be email, text, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all these different locations where you're collecting information, and you can also filter all that out. So I've got detailed videos about conversations. Again, see the XSE Sales YouTube page for more videos, or go down to the widget. So now inside there's a bunch of different manual actions you can do. These are tasks that require you to manually place calls or SMS messages to your contacts. You can do them based on different workflows. You can assign them to different people in your organization. Snippets are little notes that you can create so that you can type less, right? So this is just a little automation that makes life a lot easier. So when you're typing emails out to people and there's something you say on a frequent basis, you want to create a snippet, right? So if you regularly give people a schedule of anything or a list, you might want to create it in here if you're consistently answering the same question over and over again in chat on Facebook. By the way, because inside of conversations, all of your different social medias are going to come in one place, because guess what? We don't just want our employees not to be engaged in social media. I don't personally want to be distracted by social media. If I want to talk or sell on Facebook, I don't want to go to Facebook. I want to do it right in here inside of Xaris Sales Enablement. So I'm not tempted or distracted to go search a whole bunch of stuff other than serving the client that I'm trying to work for. So that's it. We've got trigger links. These allow you to put little links inside of your SMS messages and inside emails. There's all sorts of analytics. This is a little empty right now. Again, we've got tons of training on all this stuff. Okay. And then different ways to manage your team if that's you. All right. So you're going to want to also set up different types of calendars. Now, if you've got Calendly, or some other kind of automated calendar, you can throw that out because we're going to replace it with a Xaris version, and you can customize that with colors and landing pages and tie it into your website. So you can do all kinds of things with your calendars over here. These are just some of my calendars. Oh, these aren't my calendars. Where are they from? I'm in the demo account. So let's go back here. All right. Okay. Contacts. Basically, you're going to make a list, right? Inside of your contacts. So say these are test clients. Inside these testing places we don't have all the same things, but inside here, you can use what's called a tag, and you can create a tag that's anything. So maybe you've got hot lead. You want to create a tag for hot leads. So why is that important? Well, we're going to automate these, right? We're going to say clicked once. Maybe somebody clicked once and didn't do anything else on your website. We're going to tie that person to it. Everything that they do on the web, on your socials, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, wherever, it's all going to tie back to here. And we're going to do what's called nurturing of your contacts. If you are a solopreneur or a small business owner with a team of people that are working really hard, and you want to enable them, you want them to be able to converse only with those prospects or customers that need the most attention now. How do you know who needs the most attention? By having your smart website and your smart CRM interacting automatically. And that's what tags allow you to do. And we'll show you that a little bit in the workflows. There's also very detailed workflow conversations. Inside here, you've also got your DND channel. That means you can do not disturb for any individual person. Maybe you're on the phone with somebody and they say, hey, listen, can you stop emailing me? I just get so much spam. Okay. Done. I'm not going to spam you anymore. They're going to be opted out of any automatic messages that you might have that are email. They still get text and calls, right? So if you want to get all of their channels, you just hit DND all channels. Now, what if they're spamming you? What if they're calling you instead of messaging you? You want to stop it? You just click there, right there. You can add people to, again, you've had workflows. There's no workflows in here. We'll show you what a workflow is in a little bit. Let's go on over to our opportunities page. All right, here we are in opportunities. All right, new lead, contact, a qualified proposal sent, negotiation closed. That might not be your process, right? For how you do things. Okay, these are just examples, but you can come in here. Now, these things can be automated. So if, say, you sent them a payment link, which you can do from here, you can send contracts, you can have all your products uploaded, you can do automation, and they make a payment, right? They might go from new lead to closed automatically. You may have other things that you put in between here in this opportunities list, and you might want to change that. So there's all different ways you can do that. You can look at it from different viewpoints. Let's talk about payments. Love payments. You can generate invoices right out of here. You can make little clips. You can make them into links that can go out via text, that people can pay on text, that can pay on email. It just makes it so easy, right? You can do coupons, you can do gift cards, you can integrate with all sorts of different payment providers. If you don't see them on here, they're probably not a great place to send your payments, but these are all different payment processors. They all want to be involved with what we're doing. All right, so let's go. So we got AI agents. What's an AI agent? Well, we've got voice AI, conversation AI, then we've got content AI, little workers that are run by AI that do specific tasks inside this controlled environment and talk only to other things. I mean, you may have purchased Xaris Sales Enablement because you were tired of all this different software that you had for marketing and customer resource management and for sales and for producing documents and billing and creating, just viewing PDFs and whatever, all these different things that we do. And you said, wow, this is great because it all works together. Well, not only does it all work together and can be automated because it's all in the same system, we can also have part of that automation be handled by an AI, and we can control and limit how much AI that person does. So one of the things, basically I have a whole phone system built into this. If you have a phone system today, you really don't need it if you have XSE. Xaris Sales Enablement can do everything most small business phone systems can do. Maybe not the best fit for a big call center, but definitely for if you've got less than 40, 50 people and you don't have a call center environment, this is phenomenal. If you do have a call center environment, there may be some things that this doesn't do, but we can talk about that. Set up a call with me and we can talk about how to set that up. The voice AI agent for me, if you call the Xaris telephone number, you can call our toll-free number, 888-58-XARIS, right? Or you can call direct 208-920-8600, and you'll talk to Damon. She's my administrative assistant. She is a virtual AI. And if you ever want to talk to a human, you just say, hey, can you transfer me to Trip or give me a live person? And it'll take you there. It will filter you. So if you're somebody who I don't want to talk to, she's not going to transfer you, just like a live receptionist did back in the day before we got really horrible technology called phone trees. So we're not really replacing people with our voice assistants. We're replacing other bad technology. This is phenomenal technology. And oh, by the way, great at identifying, is this spam or is this a real person, right? So if you're a busy person and you're tired of being interrupted by calls and you do want your good calls to get through, say no more. You're in the right place. Okay. Now, you've got that. So that's a voice AI. This is not set up at all, so it's not showing us any of the different ways that we set this up. But I've got other demos strictly on voice AI and conversation AI and how to set all this up, right? So here's some of the voices that you can use. Different people are set up, or actually some of them are set up just for specific businesses, right? So we can set that up, customize it to your business, bring it in so it synchronizes with your website, so you don't have to worry about any of that. All right, let's quickly go through marketing. Okay, what do you do in the marketing section? Well, There's a lot to be done. So we've got the social planner. First thing you got to do is connect all your social accounts. So connect them all right here. Go figure out everything that you have. Get all your sites together. Super important. Now, this will help you with automating email. So if you use any of the popular email software out there and you're used to how that works with different campaigns, making mailing lists, putting that into workflows, that it's all done right here, right? So you can get all your things right here for email. You definitely want to watch some of our training videos on that because you don't want to go spamming. You got to figure out, how do I do this without spamming? Well, part of that is interacting through workflows, getting your opt-ins through social media so that you're not caught as a spammer. Because quite frankly, it's very easy to become a spammer. Not that you are, but depending on the size of your company, you're going to be judged as what is a reasonable amount of email to go out. And if you go above that, you're going to have problems. But it's all here to help you. We got the snippets section here if you're working in there, countdown timers, which will allow you to manage how long is it going to take before we do something inside a workflow. Inside the affiliate manager, that's where you find your dashboards, campaigns, payouts, media settings, brand boards. You want to have a set number of logos, different sizes that you can dip into. Super important to put all this in here because it's going to help you with automations, right? You know, you've got your scheme of colors that you want to design your branding kit. If you need help doing that, there's a lot of automations for that as well. Want to buy some ads? You've dabbled around with Facebook and you're like, you got a little bit of business. You want to scale that. You want to do all those on multiple platforms. You want to send out ads to multiple locations like LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, Google, all in one place. You want to track how those are performing in one place and get some, did I make money? Did I make any money on this? That's so important, right? So did I make any money? Then prospecting, different types of tools. Now, this one costs extra. It's above and beyond. If you put your credit card into the system, you can purchase things like this. If you do not, you cannot. Okay. That's all just separate. Most things you are paid for with your subscription, depending on what you purchased. There are some AI charges that are going to go up. If you have any confusion about that, just ask me, call me up, send an email, or talk to AI. All right. Automation. Love automation. Why? Automation is the lifeblood of this. We've been doing automation for a decade, doing it better than anybody. So what's automation do? Well, if we go into a marketing workflow, you're going to see this map, right? So what is this? This is a workflow. So say somebody at the top comes into your site because they submitted a form. Maybe that form was on an email. It could have been on your web page. It could have been on Facebook, right? So here's another one, Facebook. We can add new triggers here. So I could say, just type forms, right? Form submitted, TikTok form. We've got LinkedIn form. We can track external events. There's different ways to do that. Google Leads. You can integrate with other things, other installed apps. Like, so say you don't want to get rid of your Calendly, that's fine. Or you want to sync up with it for a short period of time till you get all your stuff transferred. So people come in and we do different things automatically, right? So first thing that's going to happen is we're going to put a tag. Remember we talked about tags? So we're going to create a new opportunity with this person, grab all that information out of the form, and then we're going to tag them as to whatever they are. All right. Is it a new lead? What kind of form did they fill out? What kind of information? So that's going to dump in there. In this case, we're adding to a long-term workflow, right? So that's called nurturing. There may have been a decision made based on what they put in the email or the form that they are not ready for buying. But maybe they are, maybe they're not. We're going to make those decisions automatically so that it comes up to you, the people that are the most ready to be serviced by your company. And then these things go on and on and on and on. You get major decisions are made. Was the reply positive or negative? We got positive reply, negative reply, no reply. What do? Well, it's all automated. And then everything is scored. All your prospects are scored. You're only dealing with the most ready customers, people who are ready to buy. That's basically what that is. And then we go through all kinds of different things. Let's go to the next thing, sites. All right. What's sites all about? Well, sites are anything tied to a website, right? So you've got your funnels, you've got, templates. Like say you want to build your own template in here. You want to build a website. Boom. We got thousands of templates you can go from. You can go in here and you can pick a template, right? And they're all included. None of these cost extra. You can see what you like. It could be based on your business type, right? Automotive, beauty, fashion, business, coaching, creative, e-commerce, financial, wealth, insurance. Maybe you just like how they're set up, right? Maybe we choose this template. I'm just adding a template. You can see how quick this is. We're adding I don't even know what I clicked on. I think it's an automotive place, but you see I got dance studios in there and family law firms. And these are just other demos that I've done in the past. Amazing how quickly this comes up. Boom, boom, boom. I think we just built a website. There it is. We did. Now you can go in and you can edit it, right? If you know how to work a Word document and a spreadsheet, you'll get the hang of this really quick. But of course, again, we do have detailed demos and we've got documents and white papers and videos and all sorts of things to help you learn how to do this and replace it. So you click on a section, it comes over here on the right and it gives you different options. You read through. So there's the image. Where does that come from, right? So the image is stored in your media storage section, which I want to show you where that is in a minute, right? You can change all these images. Maybe you like this. Maybe this is similar to what you do. Maybe you're a mechanic and you're like, hey, this is great. Perfect. You would just save it and you can save your changes and then you can publish. You're going to have to, you can do a little preview. Boom. Let's see what it really looks like. That's what it looks like on the web, So we're going to get out of there. All right. So let's go hit the back button. A lot of times you're hitting a back button when you're in certain things. There's a little back button. You're going to have to go in and out. You're going to go back. So now here's all the different pages that come with the website. So that was the home page. Then you have an about page, our client, our team, contact us, testimonial services, all things you can just do on your own. Or of course, Xaris Technology is here to help you whenever you want. Okay. Stores. You want to build a store? Great. You're going to save a fortune using our stores, right? So I'm going to hit, once we do start onboarding, here's what you need to do. Write down the thing. You get stuck in one of these places. You go down, boom, get some support. Webinars, SEO. Want to build your SEO? It's all right there. Done. Blogs, WordPress. Oh, you want to host it on WordPress? You already got a WordPress site? You want to pull that over? Not a problem. We can do that. Dashboard, settings, branded mobile app. Nice. Forms, surveys, quizzes, chat widget. Everybody has to have a chat widget. If you don't have a chat widget, you got to have one. Look how much we do with our chat widget. People depend on that widget right there. It's absolutely critical. And if you go to my marketing site, so this is Xaris Sales Enablement, different from Xaris Technology, a different site. If you go to my marketing site, I've got a couple of different widgets on there, right? Because they're super helpful. People love them. Everybody knows what to do, right? You can create QR codes in here, do a whole lot of stuff. How about memberships? What's a membership for? Well, you can have your own courses, right? You can create your own community. Sometimes a lot of your customers, they don't want to go to Facebook. Again, some of the social media stuff is really distracting. It's designed to really make you lose time and energy and just all the stuff. So maybe a more intimate community, people would come on, they go on and they know that everybody in there is talking about one thing and they're there for that one thing. This makes communities a really powerful way to grow your business. You can give a course. Are you an expert in something? Do you want to train people to do something? You can give credentials to your people who go through your courses, right? You can also connect them with an app on their phone so that they can get to, you do that through Go Collab. It's absolutely powerful. Now this media storage button, I'm trying to move as fast as we can. I know we've been talking for a little bit here, but I'm going to put this in sections and you can check it out. So media storage, the media storage section, this is where you're going to want to save all your documentation that's on the website, right? So all your logos, all your pictures. And oh, by the way, like this video is going to be in your media storage section, right? So if you want to go back to this video, I'm going to load it in here to your media storage. You can go back and refer to it anytime. Reputation. All right. What's that? Reputation management, search engines. This is part of SEO. SEO is a different thing underneath our marketing section. However, your reputation is super important. You have to make sure you do these things. You have to connect your Google business profile. You have to set up a review link. You need to configure reviews for AI. You need to send your first review request. You're going to ask people to give you reviews. Then we're going to automate that. And every time you get a new customer, every time someone signs an order, they're going to get asked to, hey, you signed an order. You're probably happy with us. Can you give us a review? Right? You got to build those reviews up because what are the search engines and now AI, right? So before it was SEO only, now it's not SEO, it's AEO or GEO, different acronyms kind of mean the same thing. Answer engine optimization, same thing for AI. AI is very different though. It's specific answers, but they're still tied to all of the search engines, right? They all talk to each other. And what do they all want to do? First thing they want to do is get rid of phonies, fakes, and frauds. If you're not a phony, a fake, or a fraud, you want to establish yourself using your Google business profile, using reviews from your clients and making sure that those are being freshened all the time. And you're always asking, right? You want to do that automatically. You don't want to have to think about this. We're saving you tons of work here. It's absolutely phenomenal, saving you all kinds of things. So here's your requests. At the top, your reviews, your widgets, everything's blank right now, right? But you're going to have what our clients say about us. You're going to put this on your website. It's going to be phenomenal. Listings, your Google business profile optimization. And again, we've got lots of detailed information about all these things. This is a very high level overview. Okay. So now go to reporting. Man, we could spend a lot of time on reporting. What are we reporting from? Google ads, Facebook ads, attribution reports, call reports, agent reports, point reports. Watch the video on reporting if you want to learn more about that. I'm not going to go into that because a lot of people, not everybody wants that right away. That's kind of a high level thing. You're making a lot of money off of XSE by the time you get into reporting. I mean, you should make money on it right away because you should cancel some other software you were using that's just not as good and more expensive. Quite frankly, we're replacing a lot of the biggest players out there all the time. We've got a special widget just to replace HubSpot. So we got a special tool for HubSpot. So anyway, we've also got all these other apps. So sometimes these apps are phenomenal for integrating because you already use them on a regular basis, like Canva, for example. So if you want to link in your Canva app and just kind of bring stuff back and forth. It really can be powerful. Here's something called XSE Power Call. You can actually build a workflow in here. I give you a tool to allow you to do that allows you to make automated calls. But this is another tool you might want to try it out. It starts out at free. We've got a whole lot of apps. It looks like 88 pages of different apps in here. So you just type in what you're trying to accomplish. You can go by categories: email, memberships, accounting, payments, advertising, analytics, calendar, scheduling. These are just enhancements. Maybe it's something you're looking for. Maybe you want to look at payroll, you want to do Zero, you want deal. Next thing is the mobile app. The mobile app is absolutely phenomenal. All these tools access to you on your mobile app. So say, for example, you just want to stop getting calls to your cell phone, and you just tell your AI agent, we're not transferring, we're not accepting calls from the cell phone anymore. We're just going through the app. Right. And so calls will go through the app. Now, the AI voice agent can transfer it to your cell phone without ever giving your cell phone to anybody, but maybe you take your cell phone off your business card, actually get some time with the fam, right? And just use the mobile app for calls that are business calls. There you go. And in fact, if you want, we can take your number from your cell phone that everybody has already, move it to the app, and then get you a new cell phone number. How about that? It's a little tricky there. All right, let's go. You're also going to need to know about settings, right? Back here in settings, which is at the very last link on the first page. And you're always going to go back because you're going to go to settings a lot. I know it's all the way down there. It's kind of a weird place to put it. Your business profile, you got to get all this filled out, right? Super important, especially if you're going to do A2P. A2P registration will be required if you're going to use texting through the app, which, by the way, you want to do that. You want to be able to answer all your calls via text. You want to be able to respond automatically, right? Speed to lead. So if somebody's sending you a text message, you want the AI system to automatically respond. Super important. So back here, you're going to see billing, my staff, right? So that's where you're going to add your users. So each person has their own thing. The first person is always set up as an admin. Everyone else will be set up as an individual user. We got opportunities and pipelines. We got calendars, email, phone system, WhatsApp, objects, custom fields, custom values, import data, manage scoring, domains and URL redirects. You want to buy a domain? Buy a domain here. All right. External tracking. You can move all your stuff. You can move everything that GoDaddy does. Bring it all in. Get rid of all that stuff. Put it all in one spot. So much easier. Integrations. Oh, this is why I integrate with QuickBooks. So certain integrations, different level of integration. So there's two different types of integrations. That's the thing. Then you got private integrations. You want to integrate something. You want to use an API. Boom. Let's do it. You want to get help doing it? Let's go over to our AI agent. Or ask AI. Just ask AI. Tags is a different place. You're going to end up. We started telling you about, we created this one, hot lead. Right? You're going to have a lot of these tags. So you need a place to manage them. This is where you do it. Labs. What's labs? Well, we got new stuff coming out almost daily. I can't even tell you how often we got new stuff coming out. Agent Studio. Here we go. We're going to show you Agent Studio. Watch this. This is amazing. I just activated it. It wasn't active. That's why I didn't bring you through it. AI agents. Where's AI Studio? Should be in there. We're going to go to settings and we go back to labs. AI agent Studio, super agent. All right. Show more. This is a prompt-based agent. So you give them a prompt and they build stuff. It's absolutely crazy. I may have to add some other stuff. So I typically try everything. I just do. So this is my demo account. I should have all this stuff going. Webinar notifications, analytics, LinkedIn, marketplace migration. That's new. Big for LinkedIn if you're doing B2B. Private contacts, document access controls, flow-based builder for voice AI. We already did that. Knowledge-based gaps. Instagram, unified onboarding flow. So big upgrade for Instagram users. Funnels in courses. Enables creators to include funnels as independent lessons. Opportunity forecasting. That is a huge upgrade. That just makes our reports more accurate. Social planner, Instagram post sync. All right. So now that's going to let you automatically import your existing Instagram posts into social planner, which is great. So you can copy those. It was a little bit of a good upgrade. Email sequences. Definitely want that. AI Studio. There it is. So you had to hit this one and that one. And now that's going to show up. We're going to go back over there. Prompt optimizer with voice AI. So social planner, Facebook sync, video testimonials. Right. Email AI. And you can come in here and read all this stuff and just be amazed as I am where I'm nailing all this stuff. So here we go. We're going to go back and there it is. There's our AI Studio. So I showed you earlier how you can build a website, right? You can build a website in a bunch of different ways. This is one of them. The other one was a template. You can adjust the template. You can build it from scratch, right? You can do your own HTML code. Nobody wants to do that, right? That's not why you're buying this stuff. This here, you can build just by telling it what you want, and it will build this amazing stuff. And I hesitate to even go through it because it's just, I can't do it justice. It'll take 5 minutes for it to do it. So anyway, I would highly suggest you just go and type in something. Build me a website for my kid's baseball team. We want a page that's going to include statistics. Well, let's just do it. This is too much fun. Too much fun. I'm going to build something. All right. Build a website for a kid's baseball. Create pages for each player and their statistics. Create back-end access for individual credentialed users to securely upload statistics and photos. Create a page that collects this information and allows anyone visiting the site to search for players and find their posted statistics and photo about that. Also create team pages. Start with templates, team 1, team 2, and team 3. Also player 1, player 2, player 3, etc. This is amazing. I'm going to click go. That's enough. It'll build something. It's just going to build something. I can't even tell you how amazing this is. Now, linking this up is a little more complicated, right? Making sure that you bring this all in. But guess what? With Ask AI will walk you through everything. And right now, during the summer of AI, you got to pick a color palette. Let's just go with whatever they suggest. And you got to pick your font style. Let's go with that one. Sounds good. Structure main pages. I haven't done that one yet. Let's do that. Review. Classic, which color palette? Classic baseball, font style, magazine. Yep. Looks great. Let's do it. It's just amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. So when you're using Ask AI, you're going to go through and it's going to teach you how to do everything. There is going to be small charges eventually with Ask AI. It is right now free for the summer of AI, but I think eventually we're going to start paying tokens. We're not right now. There are bigger companies using AI and spending a lot of money on what's called tokens, but this is right now, summer of AI, no charge. So use it, get in it, learn it. You got to learn it. It's amazing. There's going to be a lot of money made because of AI. The only people that are going to lose are people that don't use it. The growth of the money that people are going to make is going to be taking customers away from people who did not embrace this technology. So it's super important. You can actually just ask AI, how do I talk to you? What's the best method for a prompt, right? So you may have heard the term prompt engineering. Everything's a prompt. So a lot of times I ask AI, build me a prompt that does this, this, and this in the most effective way with the following criteria. And then it builds a prompt that I send back to it because you don't want to ask it questions that it's not going to understand. The best advice I got was you kind of got to talk to it like it's a kindergartner, right? You got a 5-year-old. How are you going to talk to a 5-year-old? You're going to be very specific, right? So you don't want to miss out anything. And so the first thing you do is you ask AI to give you what are the specific details you need in order to make a good blank, fill in the blank. It'll say, oh, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. And I'm looking for this other thing. If you forget to ask it to look for that other thing, it's confused and it will fill in the blanks. You don't want it filling in the blanks. Does that make sense? Now, sometimes inside our ecosystem, we've designed this so that it fills in some of the blanks, like the color palette, right? You're building inside a website builder, right? So we know you need a color palette. And that was a blank. I didn't ask for a specific color palette. So it said, hey, you got to give me a color palette. Guess what? Looks like we're done. It says I built the Youth Baseball League's website featuring a magazine-style homepage, team pages, a searchable player directory, and a secure admin dashboard placeholder. The design system uses a classic navy and red palette with outfit and fig tree typography. Wow, cool. Let's see what we got. All right, let's do the preview. Home, teams. There we go. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. I want to view the team roster for Team 2. I have 3 players. Look, there's a batting average. That's pretty cool. Individual players. I can view profile for team player 1. Now, obviously, there's going to be all these photos. These are all going to be uploaded for the individual players, right? We can do a search. So I can search for different players. This is awesome. I love it. League highlights. All right. Player spotlight. Player 2, it's a grand slam. Really awesome. Now, I want to jump into the admin login. All right. Let me ask AI. How do I log this? All right. So, here we go. To log in, go to /admin. Okay. So the domain /admin. So whatever your domain is that you connect, it will be /admin. And then since there's currently a front end prototype, you can enter any email and password. Okay. So, change me 1, 2, 3, signing in the password manager. We don't want that. search buyers, go home. So it didn't let me log in. So we got to do a couple things. Might have to publish it and then go back there for the back end, or maybe some other things we got to connect. Anyway, that is the tour there. And we're going to do sales enablement support widget. Here it is, down the bottom right. You hit the little line head and the shield. Up pops, welcome to the Xaris Sales Enablement AI support widget. Talk to AI or ask for a live person 24/7 or browse our library of articles to learn how you can take full advantage of the XSE platform. Fantastic, right? Excellent. Glad you agree. Down here at the bottom, home, knowledge base, support, and news and announcements. Okay. So let's work backwards. News and announcements. These are different videos or articles, talk about all sorts of topics. If you want to dive deep, you can get in there. You can hit one of these news and articles, and you're just going to have all kinds of things. You have some videos. So you want to learn about Facebook ads, anything and everything you could want to know, or you can go to our YouTube site as well. Just go to xaris.io and you got all our social links there. Support AI right now, it's closed because, not that they ever closed, but because the conversation was closed. It was transferred to a human agent. Anytime you're in Support AI and you're having a conversation and it's not the quickest, most convenient way for you to get the answers you want, just ask for it to be transferred to a human agent. You can put human, please. That'll get you there. You can start a new session on AI anytime you want. The great thing about it, there's so many great things about AI. We got a whole nother. I'll go to another video about that. And you've got the AI in here in the support widget. You've also got your AI, Ask AI on the top up here, right? So you can go over there, or you go back to the widget. So let's go back to the widget here. You've got a knowledge base. And so what's the difference between a knowledge base and those articles? Well, the knowledge base is specifically designed to get you quick questions about individual features within the application. So inside of XSE, there's different knowledge base, and this is customized to us, right? So obviously we run on a bigger platform. These are customizations, and this is all customized to us, to Xaris Sales Enablement. So you can ask your question in there, and of course, over here at home, it's just different ways to access the same information. And one more thing on the homepage is this link here, which takes you back to our homepage. Right? Well, it takes you to the Xaris technology website at xaris.io and talks about all the different things we do for our clients if you don't want to do them. So if you don't want to do DIY, come on over here. There's my admin, Damon. You can talk to her via chat, live chat, or voice. This is all powered by the same software and system we just showed you. You can always schedule a session with me. This is my calendar. Get on my calendar, whatever convenient to you. We got plenty of openings all the time. I do most of my appointments in the afternoon, and that's it. So hopefully this was helpful for you. And we'll keep watching our videos. Please look at our links and please rank us on Google. Thanks. Have a great